Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Hi, I'm Terri Cumming from terricumming.com, and this week's DIY is a cell phone holder made out of clay that you can use to charge your phone. So what you will need for this project is a baking dish, a wood spoon or something that is the width of a cell phone, rolling pin, knives. I'm having a large and a small one. That's probably ideal, but you could work with one or the other. Clay, varnish, paint, a cell phone charger, a cell phone, and paintbrushes. So let's get started. So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna choose whatever you want. You can use 2, 3, 10, 15, one color of clay. It's whatever you wanna do. I've chosen to do 3. So then you're just gonna cut off a little section of your clay about that size. And you can do them all in different widths if you'd like. Whatever one you want the most color to appear, that's the one that you cut the largest. It's pretty obvious, I guess, but that's what you need to do. So I'm gonna sit mine over here. I'm gonna start with the first one. And as you're doing this, you're gonna roll it in your hand, and with the more you do it, the softer it gets, obviously, with the heat of your hand. I should have cleaned up my work surface. This is my second time doing this because actually it's my second day doing this because yesterday everything went wrong, and well, I'll get to that. I'll maybe tell you the next step here, and we're gonna get through this, and it's gonna be amazing in the end. So you're gonna take your clay after you've sort of warmed it up a bit, and now that I have other clay left on there, I've got pink, but just add some character there. So you're just gonna roll it into a tube. So I did start with a different DIY yesterday, and it all went to hell. Went really badly, and then I think I almost got, or I did, not almost, I think I probably got high off the fumes from what I was using. And so that made for a fun day. And then the next DIY, which was this one, was working out really well. I came up with another DIY. So you're gonna make it probably about that long. It doesn't really matter, but you're gonna make a long tube, and you're gonna do that with the other ones as well. So this DIY, I just decided to come up with something that could be useful, and remembered that I had clay lying around from a couple years ago from crafts with my kids. So I decided to do something that would make some sense and something that I could use. First thought of a ring holder, but I mean, I'm not wearing my wedding ring right now. I guess I could use a ring holder. I thought I might not, but I rarely wear it just because I don't like to be tied down. I mean, I like to be married. I just don't like to, it's heavy. Not that it's a big rock, it's just got a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, there you go. So I decided to come up with something that will hold my cell phone while it's charging. And so that's what I've done here. And I am really happy about it. And sometimes things work out for a reason. And then when I was recording it yesterday, it just shut down on me, the camera, and I didn't know that. And then it was just, I was done and I had to pick up my kids. So then I'm starting again today. And I didn't have anything to wear, so I'm wearing, this is a lot of information. I'm wearing just a scarf that I got at the dollar store. One of those, just a circle, whatever the hell it's called, you know what I mean? One of those circle scarves, and I just have it wrapped around me twice, so there you go. Style I am. Okay, so when you have your 3 together, you're going to just take them and you're gonna twist them. I love my color combo. You can take them and twist them. It looks pretty just like that, but then you're gonna mush it. And you're gonna just keep going. And the more you mush it, the more they get blended, obviously. So you can do it initially, and then you can just see if you like the way it looks. I wanna mush it a little bit more. I also have a big zit on my face, and it's smaller today than it was yesterday, so maybe that's a good thing. It actually even had a shadow yesterday, third eye down here, not in the right spot, but on my chin. Yeah, I was gonna name it, but I didn't. Thought I'd just wait for it to go away. It was like an unwanted visitor. Didn't know whether to offer it coffee or call 911. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna move these knives out of the way. I like what I've got going on here so far, so I'm just gonna pat it down and get rolling. And what you want, you don't want it to end up round, you want it to be long. Probably about 10, 12 inches long. So you're just gonna go, and it's a really good ab workout if you're into that. And what you need to do, and I might have a problem because I'm over top of yesterday's clay, just as you're going along, you're gonna have to just keep lifting it up. Well, I do that anyway because I don't want it to stick. And you can add other little things on top of it of clay if you wanted a bit of a different look. I personally don't. Oh, this is looking really good, of course. So there we go. I think we're good for size. Let's see if it's gonna lift up well. I think we're good. So this is what you will have to begin with. So then I will just move this, and the first thing that you're gonna do is just take the plug off of your charger, and you're gonna take it and just stick it in the top of your clay and just move it around from side to side so that it sort of cuts through the clay. And then put that away, and then you should be able to just pull it out. There. And if not, that's what the little knife was for, because sometimes when I've done it, it hasn't come out that easily. So, but for this, everything's working out so far. Okay, so then all you're gonna do then, just because you don't want it to be exactly the size of it, you're just gonna fold your clay under so that it's just a tiny bit bigger. Just do that all the way around. So it's a tiny bit bigger than the actual charger itself. So you're good, and it gives it a bit of a cleaner line when you make a rounded, when you round it all the way around, it's not jagged in any way. So you've got that. And then the next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna take your cell phone. We actually should do this step. We're gonna do this step inside of the baking dish. So then you're gonna take it and do it lengthwise. Do it this way anyway, because you're gonna have something running here. So you're gonna take your cell phone and you're gonna sit it in just underneath where you're gonna be charging it, because basically that's gonna be your holder. And you can fold the top under just so it looks a little bit cleaner. And you might wanna give a little bit of space. And there you go. So then you're just gonna bake your cell phone. No, you're not gonna bake your cell phone. You're gonna take whatever it is, it's the thickness of your phone. I have an older phone, so it is a little bit thicker, blah, blah, blah. And you're gonna take what you are using to bake it with. Mine is a spoon, and I'm gonna sit it there, pretend it's a cell phone. And then basically you're just gonna stick it in the oven. So with the clay that I am using, and I'll have all the information at the bottom of the video, the bottom of the video, it is that I'm baking it for 15 minutes at 275. So I'm gonna go stick that in and come back and work on the next step. So once you take your clay out of the oven, it will be ready for the next step. Doesn't it look good? Yeah, so there we go. So we're gonna lie that down. We're going to take our paint. I've chosen to use bronze. You can use whatever you want. And you're just gonna go along on the edges just to finish it off. And this is something that it doesn't have to be perfect at all, because there's a lot of room for error. So we always like things like that. So even if you do get it on the front, you can just wipe it off. It's easy breezy. And then as well, just do the front part inside just to finish that off as well. This is a step that you don't have to do, but I do like how it finishes it off. So we're gonna wait for that to dry and then move on to the final step. So once your outside paint is dry, you're ready to move on to the final step. So you're just gonna use your varnish. I have pretty heavy duty stuff here. That's just because I've had it lying around, but just whatever you wanna use is fine. I have chosen one that has a bit of sheen to it just because I like the way that it looks. I like how it finishes it off with that extra sheen. You can choose something more matte, whatever floats your boat. So you're just gonna do a coat of that. And then you're all done. So I have one here that is already dry. Pretty cool. And all you're gonna do is just stick your phone in, you charge it, and there you go. And the great thing about this as well is, the other great thing, there's so many. The great thing is when you're not using it with your cell phone, you can just hide your little cord, or just, you'll still see it, but you can just fold it and sit it in this little pocket. Easy breezy. So I'm Terri Cumming. Thanks for checking out my DIY. If you've liked what you've seen, which I hope you have, you can come over here to subscribe, or you can go down below the video and subscribe there. I'm also going to have all the information that I've used with all the products in the description below. A thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. So I'm Terri Cumming, and I'm wearing, oh, this is an infinity scarf that I used. I wasn't sure. I thought about it while I was upstairs baking. I didn't look it up, but it just came back to me. Infinity scarf, which, you know, as you can see, I can't move this arm, but I've made it through the video pretty well. Thought I'd share that. Anyway, I'm Terri Cumming. Thanks for checking out my DIY. Keep on keeping it real, and I'll see you again soon.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.